Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I wanted to show you the game between Boris Savchenko and Anish Giri. This game was played in Fide World Cup 2021 qualifier round 2, game 2, where Black won the game. So let's go to the game. So the Anish Giri is playing black and Savchenko Boris is playing white. So the game starts from knight f3, d5, d4, knight f6, c4, a6, g3, bishop g7, bishop g2, castle, castle, the open Catalan, dc4, queen c2. These all are the opening theory. So it is followed. So a6. Now black wants to push the b5 pawn. So he played a4, not giving the chance to play b5. Bishop d7, queen c4, bishop c6, and now the next move might be the knight bd7, bishop f4, knight bd7, queen c2, and here black played bishop d6. And here white replied with the knight bd2. So this is the novelty. Till here knight d2 was not played. Before, instead of knight bd2, bishop e3 looks more sharper, where the game would have continued with queen e7, knight c3, s6, a5, trying to a5, rook a b8, and rook f c1. And also instead of bishop knight bd2, there is one game that is played by the Anish Giri himself. It was back in 2018 Olympiad Batumi, where the game continued like bishop g5. White was played by the Dingliren, where s6, bishop f6, knight f6, knight bd2, bishop b4, e3, a5, rook fd1, rook c8, rook ac1, bishop takes f3, bishop takes f3, and c6 was played, where the game eventually ended in a draw. But in the game, knight bd2 was played, where Giri just took bishop takes bishop, pawn takes bishop, and right now the position is equal. Here Giri played queen e7, rook fc1, rook fc8, trying to protect this pawn. If any time if the bishop moves like any bishop d5 or e4, if it got a chance, so the c7 pawn is protected. So he just played rook fc8. Now Boris replied with f5. Now taking a pawn is not a good idea, because after queen takes, now you can see the center and e4 is coming, where all the key square will be held by the white. So thinking that, after f5, e5 was played by Anish, where Boris replied e4, ed4, knight d4. Now you can see the e5 square is not a weakness but holdable for the black, as knight can go here. And Giri replied with knight h5. Now see, f4 is also a weakness. Now knight e5 also. Now it will jump knight e5, queen, knight h5, queen g5. Now the attack is coming from the black side, as eventually in the game also happens after some moves. Knight c4. Here instead of knight c4, as you can see here, knight takes bishop, b takes c6, and queen takes c6 is happening, where white is gaining a pawn, but it is not a good move. As you can see, knight c6, b c6, queen c6, and after knight f4 threatening the bishop, it's eventually it's black is in a driver's seat. For example, if bishop f1, queen g5 check, king h1, knight e5, queen c2, rook d8, rook a3, and knight d3, where bishop cannot take because of the queen checkmate, and black is having a decent position, where black has winning position. So after knight h5, knight c4 was played, where Giri replied with knight f4, threatening to take bishop, rook a3. So after rook a3, bishop a4 happens eventually, where you can see out even taking with the queen or the rook, b5 is coming. But Boris replied with queen a4. Instead of queen a4, rook a4 was slightly better, where b5, rook a5, pawn takes knight, knight f3, knight d3. Now we cannot take because knight is taking a c1. So rook ca1, threatening this pawn. Knight 7 e5, knight e5, knight e5, b3, takes, and this is the equal position where both side can play for win or draw. But after bishop a4, queen a4 was a typical blunder from the white, where black has a winning chances. So b5 was played, queen c2. After queen c2, b takes c4, queen c4, knight e5. As you can see now, both the knight is very strong, attacking on the king side. Queen c2 was played, rook d8, attacking the knight, knight e2, knight fd3, rook b1. So this was also a bad move. Instead of rook b1, rook f1 was much better, even though black is having a winning position where white can fight. But after rook b1, it was just a tempo loss, because you can see in the game queen g5, knight g3, c5, rook ba1, h5. Now trying to attack with h4, and might give a knight check like this and queen f4 and trying to threat, and even push the pawn after knight retreat anywhere. So bishop f1 was played, trying to attack this knight, where c4, bishop d3, c d3, queen c7, and here comes a moment where black is in totally lost position, because knight f3, king g2, and you can pause the video for a few seconds and try to find out the white best move. After that move, black is resigning. So Anish played rook a c8, and in this position black resigned. For example, if he moves like queen a5, or maybe any queen a, let's say queen a5, then it's coming knight check, any move, let's say king g1, we have a rook check, rook takes rook, queen takes, and it's a completely losing position. So this was a game from the Fide World Cup 2021. The Anish Giri won this game and went further in the next round for the round 3. So before ending the video, it's a puzzle time, so let's move to the puzzle. So this is a puzzle which was played in again the World Cup qualifier in the round 2. So in the round 1, Pavel versus Gukes, where Gukes was playing black, and it's black to play and win. There is a brilliant concept of the diagonal of the queen and the bishop. If you can find the answer, please comment down below. So if you like my video, don't forget to like, subscribe and share it. And in the screen you can see the previous video also, you can go and watch it. Till then, thank you so much, take care, bye bye.